What's going on, family? Strat here from Strategic Audio, back with a brand new music production video for y'all. Today I'm gonna try to take you through the process of how I would make a chill, soulful beat for an artist like Currensy. Not gonna be wasting much time today, so if you appreciate content like this, please hit that like button and maybe subscribe. Thanks, fam. Okay, so my process is actually relatively simple, and my first piece of advice is keep it simple and don't overthink the music. Alright, so today I'm going to be playing in the key of C minor at 84 BPM. I'm starting with the piano as usual, and also as usual, I'm using Piano Tech 8. So I went with a very simple chord progression that includes a bit of melody. I tend to enjoy playing chords and adding in passing notes, small melodies, and some transition notes rather than just playing straight chords, at least when I'm using a piano. Also, there isn't really a big variance in the chords, and by that I mean the chords are not that far apart. Now, there are no hard and fast rules to this, but with this one, I didn't really feel like it should have too much melodic variation or movement from chord to chord. The energy I wanted was a lot more tight and confined around the C minor theme. So with that said, here is the basic chord structure. It begins with a regular C minor, and by adding this A sharp, it becomes a C minor 7. So in the middle we got these two staccato chords. One is just the C minor again, or C minor 7, and this other one is a B flat chord. Finally, it moves down to the A flat major 7 chord here. Nothing too complex. These types of beats are all about vibe and feeling, not complexity. Next up, I think I'm gonna just support these piano chords with some Rhodes chords, and again I'm going to be using Piano Tech 8. So it follows the piano chords pretty much exactly, except that I added in its own subtle melody. On a whole, this just gives the central musical idea a bit more thickness. So with Currensy type beats, there's kind of a wide range of styles available to you. Some of his tracks feel a bit more trappy, some feel more boom bap inspired, some are faster, some are slower, but the common theme is that they're usually chill, soulful, and laid back. Now I'm gonna grab one of my favorite sound fonts, yes, sound fonts, and add a bass line that is laid back and soulful at the same time. Once again, keeping it simple. Essentially, all I'm doing here is playing the root notes of the chords in a cadence and a rhythm that feels good to me. Now, it's very important that these things feel good and right to you. There are no rules, really and truly. This is art, after all. In the middle here, I chose to play this ascending melody with the notes kind of bending together here as a transition from the C minor portion to the A flat major portion, instead of just mirroring the pattern from the chord progression. Now that the core of the musical idea is established and solidified, I can begin to add some extra embellishments. Let's add some strings using Spitfire Audio's BBC Symphony Orchestra. I may sound like a bit of a stock record here, but again, this was all about what felt right. Feeling is very important in your compositions here. So from a musical standpoint, the strings here are essentially just a harmony to the main chords. In the main chords, the first chord is a C minor. As you can see, the strings here begin on A sharp or B flat, which is the top note or 7th note in a C minor 7 chord. These notes here just simply allow us to transition down to the section which has the A flat major chord, and here the strings play G, which is also the 7th note in an A flat major 7 chord. Now, I'm not a good guitar player by any stretch of the imagination, but I can do enough to add some cool little melodies to my compositions. And that's what I'm going to do right now. So that was a really simple counter melody. Not much more to say about it really. I think you have to see and hear in your head what you think a guitarist should or would do, and then just try to get it down. Okay, now I'm gonna grab Omnisphere and use one of my own presets to add a vocal part. Now here I was just going for the effect of having a couple backup vocalists adding some harmony. Alright, now so I think that's enough melodic content. I'm gonna do some editing, mixing and mastering, but before I play the final result and the final composition, I went ahead and made some simple drums, and I'm gonna show you those now. Then we'll get into that final composition. Alright, so there you have it, family. This is my interpretation, or one of my interpretations, of a beat that you might hear Currensy on, or maybe artists that are similar to Currensy. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. All of that really helps the channel to grow. You'll likely find a free kit or two down in the description, so go download and have some fun with them. Peace and love, and I'll see you in the next video.